And we are so excited. This is actually part 2 of leg 6.
Our recap.
Yes, we've got the girls finally with us, Raquel and Cayla. Lots of things have been said.
Hi, welcome, first of all.
So
Thanks for having us.
I know, we're so excited to be here.
We're excited, and I just find it all hilarious. I've been reading the comments, I've been reading the DMs and the emails, and we've been getting asked a lot about this supposed, oh my God, showdown with the girls, and it's quite entertaining.
Have we pulled each other's hair and slapped each other in the face? Yes, we have.
But it's really funny. Rewatching that episode brought back all the emotions, and we were just honest in how we felt, and we feel that it's fair for you guys to share what your thought process is and how you saw the whole entire thing play out now that everybody's watched the episode, because there's always two sides of the story. So, we just want your opinion just to be fair.
I don't know if you guys saw the recap, because I know everybody's busy with their lives.
Yeah.
But everybody saw the show. And so just to recap a little bit, our perspective, and that way you guys can give your perspective. We were in the roadblock. It was the canyon or whatever. Super cool, super fun, great scenery. And it would get to the point where the clue is like on a branch inside of like this rock cave type of thing. And then from what I remember, Raquel, you were there. Yeah. I remember saying, the clue is here, and I waited. And then I don't know if you remember that the clue was stuck in the branch and you were having like a hard time like taking it out because it was like all tangled up. And so I waited for you to untangle it. And then when I turned around, you were out. And I'm like, damn, this girl's fast. Where did she go? I was just like, what happened here? And I think that was the part that I was kind of like, what an idiot. Like, why did I wait? She knew where it was. I had already told her. I should have just friggin' left.
Yeah.
But in my head, I thought we were second and third. It didn't matter if it was 3-2-2-3, as long as we were in the lead and the guys were still behind.
Yeah, totally. Like, and thank you for letting me like clarify too and telling like, I guess how I viewed it. Like, because I no way, shape or form ever wanted to be like, oh, screw Lulu, like I'm gonna get ahead of her now. Like I honestly, so you got in the water first because you obviously got to the roadblock before me, and so you jumped in first and I was following you, and we, you found the clue. And luckily, like, we had said when we started the challenge, like 4 eyes are better than 2, so like we're gonna team up together to find the clue together, which is, and you did, you were ahead of me and you spotted it because it was dangling down literally like you couldn't miss it. Like it was right in front, as you're leaving the little cave. And I just, in that moment, like looking like back, all I was thinking about was, okay, like we have found the clue. And my tour guide had said to me, because I had like the only female tour guide, her name was Agnes, and she was a badass. She said to me, she was a badass. She was like, all right, you found the clue. She's like, are you ready to go really fast? And I was like, yeah, like let's freaking do this. Like never in my head was I like, oh, like I'm gonna screw Lulu over and I'm just gonna kick up dust, and she's gonna trail behind me. Like I swear to God, like, and I feel terrible because my perception of that day was just, you're so in the race. Right. And that's literally like all I was thinking of was like, okay, we found this and we did this. And luckily, like, cause you were ahead of me, like you did find the clue. And I do remember like, you and I were both working on like getting one of the clues off, and then I was trying to get like the other clue off, like because it did take a second. But I didn't even think about like, I just thought once we found the clue together, like it was a race and I'm just gonna go. And that's why I was like, yeah, like I'm gonna try to like get ahead of like anyone that's in back of me, because, and that wasn't just like you, it was, I knew that Dusty and Ryan were really fast. I knew that Sherry and Akbar. I knew that there was Arun and Natalia. Like you just never know. You want to give yourself as much leeway as you possibly can because it is a race at the end of the day. And so I just was in race mode. Like I did not try to like screw you over or, like go against my word and lie to you and break a promise. Cause like that does matter to me. But so I'm sorry if that's how it was perceived. I was just purely in race mode. And she asked me, she's like, are you ready to go fast? And she was fast.
She was fast.
Raquel even came after. She was like, she was winded. I was like, girl, you good? And she's like, dude, that guy, like, I'm so glad I picked her. Like, she, like, honestly, I wouldn't have gone that fast without her. Like,
in the water, like, she took my hand and guided me through. So she had me like grab onto her, and like, I mean, we just soared through it because she was just so quick, and like, she just made me feel really safe and comfortable. And at the end, like, I'm sorry, like, I wasn't even thinking about any other teams. I was like, okay, like, I'm just going, you know? And that's all you're kind of thinking about is like, you're just in your own.
I think that for I'm sorry to cut you off. I think that for me, because it happened, like, it was, you disappeared. Like, it was like, I'm like, what? I felt like I was like, am I in the same place? What happened?
Yeah.
So to me, it was kind of, I think it was that shock moment where I'm like, I didn't just wait here for no reason. Where did she go? And I remember looking up to the cameras, and they were laughing. I was like, you jerks.
Camera people have the most fun watching.
They were laughing. So I'm like, at that point, what I was feeling was I was upset with myself for being naive and stupid. Like, it is a race. And I wasn't expecting you to grab my hand and we were going to go skip together. And obviously it's a race. I just didn't think that you'd disappear so quickly. So I was like, damn, she's fast. I mean, I was pretty quick compared to what I did in, well, you guys saw me climb Mount St. Tis. I was right there, right behind Ryan.
Yeah, no, you were second there. You were fast, which is why, like, I don't know, I guess watching back, like, I feel bad because I feel so naive. I didn't even bring it up, like, on Dusty and I's podcast, but that's just where, like, I didn't even know that this was like a thing. And so I was like, oh yeah, like, you know, I'm just cheering on Raquel kind of thing.
Yeah. Me and you were waiting.
Yeah. So that to me, it was kind of like I'm very sensitive, okay? And I don't really have that many girl friends because the industry is so, you know, cutthroat. And so you guys have been so close to us and we all get along so much. Yeah. And so when that little moment happened, it just brought me back to like crap that I deal with at work and in the business and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, no, I 100% see like how like you could like how you feel that way, like, and you're completely validated in that, you know.
But I know that you
but no, it's just funny because I was like, oh, they're like, you know, I had no doubts about you guys. You guys came in second in Lugano, so like it was just weird. Like I wasn't worried about you, and I was like, oh, they're fine, you know. Like, and now I'm like, oh crap, like should we have been more worried about them?
And then honestly,
I'm like, they're fine.
Agnes, like I said, like Agnes was the only female doing this. Like I'm sure it's a very male dominated, like, you know, industry, what they do. And the moment I found the clue, like she literally said to me, like, you could see like the competitive drive in her because I'm taking her lead on this. Like I had a really good guide and she was like, are you ready to go fast? Like we're going to like breeze through this thing.
Right.
And she just like, she had my back the entire time and we were just able to like crush it. I wasn't thinking about anything else in that moment other than like, I'm going to do my best, put my best foot forward, you know? Because I thought at that point we found the clue and we were like, okay, like I was just in my own world, you know? So I totally apologize because I would never want to make you feel that way or make you think that I don't have your back in any point because I do, you know? Like I adore you. I admire you. Like we have a shit ton of respect for you. Like you are two incredible women that like we genuinely, both Kayla and I can speak for us, like look up to. So I'm so sorry that like, that's how it, that's how
I want to apologize too for like I'm like I thought
it was okay. I guess I'll take it.
I was like, she deserves it, you know. But no,
because it's a race, so I get it. Again, emotions are at an all-time high.
You're not thinking straight.
Yeah, you're definitely not. And then because she, you know, she let the emotion get the best of her. We get in the van and I'm trying to like calm her down. I'm trying to understand like what just happened, like what happened in that canyon, or like what's going on. So I'm trying to gather everything, and you know, emotions are high that we forget to read the damn clue, which initially trailed us behind because we get down there and we realize we have our bags, so we're reading it and we're like, on top of that, we're tired already. We have to run up that hill again, drop off the bags, and then come right back down. And then we see Dusty get ahead of us. We see Arun and Natalia. So already our mind is just like,
like, and I remember during the kayak, like I I don't remember your backpacks. Like we're so focused on just, first of all, we have this challenge ahead of us where I've never kayaked, so I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So like, I didn't know how far we were going to go, how long it was going to take us. I'm just trying to blow up this damn thing, you know? And
That was hard.
especially because the mule
How
challenge,
hard it was to pump
yeah,
that
it was
up.
hard. And the mule challenge was just tough for me. So I was kind of depleted from earlier that day. But like, I remember you guys coming back down, and there was a spot where the life vests were, and they weren't necessarily like in plain sight. They were kind of like around the corner a little. And coming back down after you guys had dropped your backpacks off, I said to you guys, don't forget your life vests, and they're located over there. So like in my mind, I was like, okay, like that's me like having like the girls' back, you know?
And I just want to
That
clear,
was
you
insane.
guys didn't have to tell us anything. We should have just read the clue and left our bags in the damn van.
It happens. It's so
it
hard.
happens.
The show is so hard.
We keep saying like tying your shoe is hard on this stupid thing. Like, and so it's so funny because like watching it back, I do like as I'm watching it for the first time, because again, we don't get a sneak peek of these episodes. I see you guys run down, I go, oh my God, they have their backpacks, you know, like, so it's funny. I notice it while watching the show, but like on the show, I was literally like, I also wanted to be Kim and Pin so badly, and I didn't know how close they were. So I was like really on Raquel. I'm like, dude, I know how to kayak. Let's see if we can catch up to them. Like, I don't know if they're done yet. Like, what if we could get first? Like, I was just like so amped up of like, holy smokes, Dusty and Ryan are back there. We're in second and third with the girls. I'm like, let's go, you know?
Yeah.
But it's
And there's
like,
also a
watching it, I was like,
prize.
oh shoot, their backpacks, you know? Like,
And two, like if you get first place, like there's a prize and you don't know what that is. That could be a great trip. That could be cash money. Like you're still competitive and you're still in like the mode of, okay, like if we're close to the first place team, like we still got to go, you know? And you're just so focused, as selfish as that can be. Like you're just so focused in your own race, you know?
I think the problem with us that we tend to always want to help. And I say this not only just on the race, but like overall in life.
That is your personality, 100%. I can attest to that.
We tend to like help, and then we lose focus like on ourselves.
We end up stressing ourselves out.
And it bites us in the ass sometimes. And this was definitely one case where it should have been like, okay, go. You told Raquel the clue, go. Read the clue, go. You know what I mean? But we were focused on like, what is everyone doing? Who can we help? That's not gonna like, you know, the weakest team. Let's, you know what I mean? And I feel like that was the lesson learned for us, where we need to stop caring so much sometimes for other people. As bad as that sounds, but we need
the race isn't made for the kind-hearted humans that you are.
It isn't, and it's not.
It bites you in the ass. Yeah,
and it's
funny
because
that's funny.
It's fine.
It's funny because we were the same mindset in Lugano, except you guys were way ahead of us. And the whole entire time we're in the car as Raquel's like twirling her hair, I was like, I'm so worried about Lulu and Lala. I'm so worried about them. Like, do you think they got good? And but also Raquel was like, okay, babe, like we gotta focus. Like you gotta navigate me through this thing. Lo and behold, you guys are 2.5 hours ahead of us. But it was like, I would worry, but I would also be like, oh my God, like I can't let Raquel down. And I don't know, that definitely.
It's funny because
same with us
in Lugano, that leg, I remember the camera guy, because we were like, we should turn around maybe and see if we find them.
Or we were like, where are they? Do you see any? I got to a point where they're like, kind of like, all right already, like focus on run your race.
He was
we talked about it for so long. We were like trying to find you guys. We didn't know if we should like go back, and like then we
they were like, girls, you should just go. We're like, I mean, okay.
We were like, we talked about like, you know, girl power and how, you know. And
I'm like, you guys were setting us up for this little debacle.
Yeah.
But it's not a debacle. I just feel I don't like to hold any
resentment or have like anything hanging over our heads, or have the, oh, I should have said something, or the could have. Like, I don't like that. I like, if something bothers me, let me just be vocal about it. And then, because sometimes you hold it in and it ends up being bigger than what it really is. All you need like a conversation to talk it out, and that's it.
And then when this episode aired, and I'm like, I felt so bad. I'm like, oh.
I thought that was the best part of the episode, minus me laughing.
I've been called worse.
Washboard ass.
And then all the stuff that we were receiving, like, oh my God, the fights, and we're like, let's let's clear this
Let's
up.
squash it.
I'm not about,
This isn't an episode of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, of Chicago, of Florida, or anything like that.
We're not. We want to let the world know that we get along. We're friends,
drama free.
Sure.
And
the next time we see each other, we're all going to give each other the biggest hugs ever, and we're all going to be in each other's lives for the longest time.
That's right.
And like that's all that matters, happens. We were able to like clear the air and put this aside, and we have nothing but love for each other. So
100%. Are we invited to the wedding?
Yes.
You want to come?
Congratulations. You got engaged over the weekend, and we're so happy for you.
Thank you. I know. I'm an engaged woman. It's so weird.
No, right? How
Yeah,
things change. It's only been like in September. We haven't seen each other since then, and now you're an engaged woman.
I know. And I want to come to New York. I've been saying this for so long. It's a city that Kayla and I lived in for a little bit, and it's literally my favorite city in the country. So we can't wait to come to New York, do a girls trip. You show us New York through your eyes. And,
yes.
your
I
cool,
was
crazy
so
lives.
jealous. You guys were all there with Ryan and Dusty. I was like, no, I want to be there so bad.
That was actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
Dusty is Dusty. He's still,
And it was nice to meet
Did he make you a cheese appetizer?
He did not make any cheese.
No
whatsoever. But I was blown away by his
cooking
cooking.
skills. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
What did he
yeah.
cook?
It was a pasta. I
Yeah.
don't know the specific name of it. And then he made salad. Was good as well.
Yeah,
And
Ashley, his wife, was just like, yep, he's the cook of the house. And I'm like, well, damn, it's really good. I swear I wanted seconds, but I felt
she was
bad.
shy.
I'm like, I'm not going to say
Really?
anything. Yeah.
I
I was
also,
give me the thirds and seconds.
I also want to touch on another favorite part of the show was when of this past episode was when Dusty was running back and forth. He's like, should we switch? And then you're even keeled. You just come out, you go, what? Are you guys just freaking out?
Yes.
I
It was, because the thing is, the moment that Kim and Penn passed us, it's like a switch went on, and then it's like the ping ponging from the station of the lady with the cheese to Ryan to us. He kept it was stressing me out, and I'm like, I think we're letting the emotion get the best of us. Let's just be patient, because how hard can the cheese be?
You guys crushed the cheese because that was
I know.
definitely
You
the harder
crushed that.
challenge of the 2 detours. So, dude, kudos to you guys. You guys honestly crushed that.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I don't know how we did, because
I'm never
it was
making cheese
complicated.
again, ever. I feel like there's way too much cheese happening in this season of The Amazing Race. But
It was a fun episode.
It was a
for
fun
people to
episode.
see. 'Cause
Yeah,
it
it was
was
fun
all
to
over.
watch.
You didn't really know who was gonna come in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or be eliminated.
Yeah.
And for the first time, I feel like I saw pieces of the episode that I didn't know about. I didn't know how bad Dusty and Ryan struggled, and I didn't know about Raquel and Lulu running through the thing. And then it's funny watching back. I didn't know that you guys had your backpacks on.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just funny what you notice on the race, because it's you have blinders on. You're like a horse with the things, and then rewatching it, it's so easy to pinpoint stuff. But when you're in it, man, tying your shoelaces is hard on The Amazing Race.
It's funny how some people are like, oh, it's so easy. What's not complicated? But when you're in it,
It's the hardest thing.
it's harder.
Yeah,
it's
it's
easy
so
to
true.
talk when you're
It's
just
hard
watching.
and emotions. I mean, just talking about it female to female, your emotions are at an all-time high. It is literally a boiling point of I don't know.
And I do want to say that for the girls, really, it's a little bit harder for us, especially if we're on the cycle or we have to go pee somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Guys have it way much easier. They can just pop a, we have to pop a squat, take our pants down. They don't have to do
I had
that.
to ask permission. I'm can I I'm just gonna pull my pants down. I'm gonna pee over here. No, I'm luck. Guys can do it and it's fine. But I was I'm doing it. Yeah, me and you both. It was while we were waiting for Raquel and Lulu. We were we have to go to the bathroom. I'm not gonna I'm going right here. The boys went right here. I'm going right here.
Yeah, I just know even when it's that time of the month, I'm just so much more emotional and sensitive. So, I'm lucky it didn't happen for me on the race, but had it, I could have handled things very differently in situations, because men wouldn't understand, but women get it. You just feel different.
The race is not built for
it.
women.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so much easier to be a guy and doing the Amazing Race.
100%.
But with that being said, the four of us did a pretty damn good job.
Yeah.
You guys got second. We got second. We see a little preview of Dusty and Ryan struggling yet again next episode.
Right.
So
Yeah.
But I
The
think,
last 2 episodes you killed it. I mean, you killed it in Lugano. Like, look how good you did. And still, I mean, you still did a great. You crushed the cheese. You're like the fastest team doing that. You know, so.
yeah.
We should all be proud of ourselves. Hey, we're doing
We
something
should.
that like most people, you know, might not even be able to do because it is so just mentally and physically challenging.
Yeah, and I
this
think
past episode
being-
was physical.
and being the 2 female teams, I think we really stepped up our game and showed the world that women can do this. Like,
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
pretty far. Yeah.
And
so-
if anything, like I also just like want to add, like, it's funny, like looking back, my boyfriend even was like, oh, well, like, could you like have helped? I was like, honestly, my mindset was like, they had second. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, you guys are so quick. You're so physically fit. Like, you finish each other's sentences. Like, I wasn't worried about you guys at all as from a standpoint of like, oh, we need to help them. Like, I was like, these girls got it. Like, they're fine. You know, we're in second and third. In my mind, I also didn't know how quick Ryan made up some time.
He was
like,
fast, man.
holy smokes. Like, when I saw them come after us, like, I literally was like, what? Like, I was so confused. I was like, wait, what?
I feel like, let's just say, let's just say that we would have left our bags. I want to say that perhaps they would have still
Steered faster.
than
They
us
would have
because
cut
we
off.
had never kayaked.
Yeah.
You know, they've got muscles, we don't, and they know what they're doing. We didn't. So
And
I
they have
feel-
confidence in their physical ability. Like they're, you know,
They knew.
overconfident in their physical ability. The one thing that they know for sure that they have. And like, I wish I had that, you know, super confidence in like one area of the show. But I think for me,
And
though,
had
like,
there not been 2 physical things back to back after the cheese, it could have been a very different episode. You
Yeah.
know?
That's true. Very
so
true.
true. Good point.
Up
Yeah.
to this point, I feel like it's been very physical. I think the only mind
Was the puzzle.
was the puzzle that you guys didn't even do, right? You guys didn't do
No.
the
No, thank God
No.
we didn't.
We did. So it's been a lot of physical activities. It's been hard.
Yeah.
Been hard.
But we are excited to watch the episode on Wednesday.
I know.
We're still in France. It's gonna be good. I'm curious to see how everything is gonna go down. And we just wanted to say thank you once again for joining us and letting people know that we're fine.
friends.
There's
We
no
We
drama.
love you guys.
We love you guys. And thank you for having
us.
It means so
Yeah.
much.
Of course.
Of